Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Sue and this is my first ever journal entry, which I wanted to create a series of journal entries. I'm not one for consistently writing in a journal, and looking back, when I look through all my journals, it's mainly when something's gone wrong, and I need to let it, I have to let it out, and I have to have a good old moan. I'm British, we like to moan, don't we? And so I thought, what better idea? I love talking to the public. I love being, creating videos and content for people to enjoy and hopefully learn, or maybe even acknowledge their own things that are going on with them, and to help them navigate through some of the things that they might be experiencing as well. So I always hope to enlighten and encourage and support other people, and I thought, what better way to do it than create a series of journal entries every day. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm not a morning person. Some days I might be up at 5. I say I'm not a morning person. It honestly depends. And so there's not going to be a set time to these, and there's not going to be a set amount of minutes. It will be as long as each one is, and it's going to be raw at times, it's going to be emotional at times, it's going to be real, and it's going to be me, and that is the most important thing. I think there is far too much falseness, if that's a word, on social media, on TV, in general, and I really want to emphasize the authenticity of my channel. Nothing's polished, nothing is scripted, and the only time I would perhaps do a script is when I am perhaps wanting to guide you through one of my meditations, in which case I will have a script in front of me just to make sure I'm, I keep on topic, and I remember to walk you through everything. Other than that, everything else is going to be totally me, 100% authentic, 1000% real. Whether, it's a good day or a bad day, I'm going to share it all. And I really hope that you'll join me. And, it will be, I'm hoping that it will be something that people will instantly recognise and go and think, oh, I'm going to go and put the kettle on, and then I'm going to come back and watch it, because it'll always be on replay, won't it? And you can sit and watch it whenever you like. And if things then really hit home with you, and you have any aha moments, because quite often we do, or if something just really resonates with you, I'd love to hear your comments. I don't want to just talk to myself. I want to talk to you, and I want to get your feedback, because that is what is really important to me. So today is the 1st of August 2026, and I'm hoping that I will make many, many, many of these over the coming years, and I'm hoping that there'll be one every day. I can guarantee it. As I say, it won't be a set time every day. It'll be when I feel called to start, hit that record button and start talking. And some days it might be 3 in the morning. Obviously I wouldn't upload it then, but some days it might be 6 in the evening, or today it's what's the time today? It is 9 p.m. British Standard Time, And I'm looking down there because my cat's down there. I don't want him to start trying to find a little hole to lay in or something. Most of the time I will be in my sanctuary, which is the room I'm in now. I will, you know, this is where I will do all my work. So this is where I will sit and talk to my clients, and this is where I do most of my recording. This is my escape room, which you don't ever have to try and get out of because the door's locked. In fact, I encourage myself to lock the door, although I don't have a lock on the inside of the door for safety reasons. But sometimes, you know, I do have a do not disturb sign on the outside, and when my husband sees that, he knows to let me be for a while, because he, you know, he might think, oh, you know, she's having some of her time, which of course we all need. This is where I have, you know, apart from my desk and my laptop and all the sort of, you know, technical things, I have all my all my crystals. I have thousands of crystals. So I don't know if I have thousands. It can't be far off now. I suppose including all the ones in my shop, it must be thousands. I have all my sound bath equipment and instruments here, which I'm hoping that I will share with you one day. I just have all the things that are me, all the things that mean something to me. Obviously there's lots of things in the house that mean something to me, but these things in this room are mine and only mine, and it's where I come to be. It's where I come to meditate. It's where I come to relax. It's where I come to inspire other people, and this is where I come to mentor and support and hold hands with people like you. And this is my space. This is all of my space. This, you know, how I've created it. And, you know, it's not finished yet, because I've still got so many more things I want to do. And I'm hoping that, you know, as time goes on and things, I'll make videos and show you everything that I'm doing in my room, because I do feel that everyone should have a space where, you know, whatever that space is, even if it's a windowsill in a room or a quiet corner. I know quite a few people that have like a little outhouse, a little summer house, or you know, a converted shed or something, where they just go and they just enjoy spending time by themselves. And I think that's a good thing. That doesn't make you an introvert. That doesn't make you weird. Although I am quite an introvert. I live in the countryside, and I live, you know, I've got my animals here, and my husband, who I could put in the animal category sometimes. And I'm, you know, we don't have any immediate neighbours. I'm overlooked by fields in all directions. It's beautiful, and it's something that me and my husband worked towards for many years to get to. And I cherish every second I'm here. And I'm hoping that I can really touch people's hearts with some of my journal entries and make a difference. And although this sounds very woo-woo and new age spirituality, I want to share my light. I want to shine my light, in the hope that other lights within other people ignite or shine brighter. That is my hope, because we all need some lighter moments in this weird and wonderful world that we're living in right now. And so yeah, so today's journal entry for me. Now I've been well, today I was going to talk you through my day just as I would as if I was writing a diary. Today I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock. And as many of us do later on in life, you know, the bathroom called, so that was that. Do I go back to sleep, or do I just get up now? And my body was like, no, you need more sleep. So I went back to sleep. I then woke up at 9:15 and thought, oh, I really ought to get up. And I sat up in bed and I thought, you know, my usual thing, I'll just sit for 10 minutes and just slowly bring myself back on, you know, into the world, and start, you know, just becoming aware of everything, because I really do sleep deeply. And just becoming aware of everything. You know, I've got my animals that are going to start, you know, needing things, and of course you know, I go through my little gratitude and everything like that I have, you know, that I practice every morning when I wake up. And I nodded back off to sleep, and I woke up, it was 10 to 12, you know, in the morning still, not in the evening. I hadn't slept all day. And I thought, oh my God, it's nearly lunchtime. Oh my goodness me, you know, my animals are going to be hungry. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? And I sort of woke up in a bit of a panic, and I thought, do you know what? My dogs aren't howling. My horses, I can see from my bathroom window, they're all happy. They don't mind that I'm not out there. I thought, whoa, you know, reel yourself back in and breathe. Your body obviously needed that time to rest. Don't beat yourself up about it. And I thought, you know what, I'm right. I'm absolutely right. It's not like I stay in bed till midday every day. So occasionally, if that's what I need, that's what I need. Anyway, I got up, I got dressed, I had a bit of breakfast, I made myself a cup of tea, and I made sure my animals were all happy. They all had everything they needed. And then I came back in, because I'd been out to sort my horses out and make sure they were all okay, make sure they all had enough water for the day. I've got an elderly horse, bless him, he's 31 now. I've had him for 19 years this year. And he has to have a special diet, which you have to feed ad hoc through the day. Thankfully he's here, so I haven't got like multiple journeys to make every day to a yard. So I made sure he had his feed, because obviously it was a bit late. And I came back in, and I really wanted to get my video that I recorded weeks ago onto, you know, I wanted to get it uploaded onto YouTube, onto my YouTube channel. I wanted to think about thumbnails and how it would look, and you know, I needed to edit bits of it and things like that, just so that it was a comfortable and relaxing experience for my viewers. And it's a relatively young channel, and I've only been sort of uploading videos to it for a few months, or for a few weeks, and I thought, no, come on now, you need to be a little bit more consistent, and you need to crack on with it, work it out. I'm transitioning from doing a lot on my mobile, on my iPhone, to doing a lot on my laptop, and that's a learning curve for me, and it's something that I need to, you know, practice more and more, and obviously then it will get better. Whatever you do, you need to practice. So I spent the afternoon practicing, learning how to do all these things on my laptop that I can do in seconds on my phone, but a lot of the options aren't on the apps on your phone, and you can do a lot more on the laptops. So I spent the afternoon sort of, you know, messing about, playing around with that, and I actually achieved it, and that was that was a big, I had a big learning milestone, really. It was a milestone today, because I've literally uploaded a video onto my YouTube studio. I've edited what needed to be edited. I've added a title, a description. I've created a thumbnail, and got all the settings right and everything that I didn't even know was available, because I'd not seen it on my phone app before. So that was my afternoon taken up, because you can lose hours doing things like that. And it uploading a video onto YouTube, people will think, oh, it's just like hitting go live or something when you're on Facebook or something, for instance. But it's actually really time consuming. I mean, my last video was 26 minutes, and it took over 2 hours to upload. And then, of course, you've got all the editing and everything, and the thumbnails to create, and the descriptions and the titles, and it can take a day, take a fair chunk of your day to organise that. But I love it. I love it. I love having that much to do to create something that is going to hopefully entertain other people in a positive, supportive, genuine, authentic way. And then this evening, I had some. Did I have dinner? I don't actually think I've even eaten yet. No, I don't think I have. This is the thing. You see, my video today was about boundaries, and how I've always assumed other people were stopping my boundaries or getting in the way of them, interrupting them, and it's quite often actually never been anyone else. It's always been myself. And the boundaries have to be, you have to stop what you're doing, and you have to look after your body. And prime example, today I've had some breakfast at lunchtime, and I've not had any dinner. So I'll probably have a snack in a minute, actually. Perhaps I should, but then you go into bed with I don't know about that. I'll see. And anyway, fasting for a few hours is actually a healthy thing, so I might take that as a positive. And my belly's not rumbling, so I think I'll take that as a wellness practice, if you like. Not intentionally, but I just got so caught up with doing things outside, and there's lots of things I have to do outside in the evenings for my animals. To exercise the dogs, I have to make sure my horses are all fed, happy, and as I say, I've got 2 elderly horses. I've got my one that needs, the ad hoc feeding throughout the day, and I have another elderly horse who has his own needs, and they both require additional care. Really, they're a bit like having old people to look after, and the 2 younger ones are pretty easy to look after, but they all have their individual needs. So I've been out there, I've cleared the field, and I've watered all the plants. Thankfully, I am in a position to use a hose pipe, because I do own a blue, I don't own it, but I am a blue badge holder, and they apparently, so I've read through all the gubbins on the relevant websites, I am okay to use my hose pipe. So that's good, because it would be a hell of a job if I couldn't. So I've watered all of my my young plants, my herbs, and all the things that I use for my well-being. And obviously the horses need, it's agriculture, so I obviously need to have access to water for them as well. So I've done all of those things, and I've got everything organised ready for the morning, i.e. making up enough feeds for the next morning for my horse, and making sure the dogs are all happy. As you can see, this one is rather happy. she's, yeah, that's it. When we've come in from the horses, I mean, at the moment it's summer, so you know, it's 9 o'clock, I've just come in, it's not dark yet, and she's had her bedtime biscuits, if you like, and yeah, that's it now for the night. She'll just be eyes shut. She's only 2, but and then I've got the other one, Buddy, who I can't quite see. Let me just move that round. There's Buddy, my little Jack Russell. So yeah, so they're the ones that I do what I do for. And I do have a light on my phone, and I don't know if it's a smudge on my actual screen or it's something that you can see. And it's right on my throat, so it's a throat chakra. It actually looks like it's bright blue as well, so it might just be a reflection off of something in my room. Yeah, that's strange. That's my throat chakra, which is funny because I'm talking. Yeah, there you go. Who knew? Anyway, they won't all be this long, although some might, I don't know. But yeah, so that is what I'm planning to do. That is my wishes for going forward. Obviously there's going to be other videos and things going on my channel as well. But I really, really hope that these journal entries that I do every day, and as I say, some days I'll be having a really rough, crap day, and I'm still going to do it, because it's a balance, isn't it? You've got to take the rough with the smooth, the good with the bad, the good days with the bad days, the feeling great and the feeling rubbish. It's what makes you human, isn't it? And it's what makes you real. And me sharing my realness with you is really what I stand for. That is a really big, one of the things I really value, and to not perceive to be something I'm not to throw loads of AI at you, always using filters because, you know, I have a blemish or a spot, or, you know, my eyebrows aren't thick enough, or I've got too many lines around my eyes. That's me. You know, if I'm gonna, you know, put myself out to the world as somebody I'm not, I don't see there's much point in that, to be honest, although there are plenty out there that do. I'll leave that to them. That's not for me. And yeah, so I'm hoping I am going to get this uploaded today. It probably, well, I'm hoping it will go live before it's the 2nd of August, but a lot probably won't ever get seen on the 1st of August because it is quite late in the day now. But this is my 1st of August 2026. First ever Sue's journal entry, and I'm really excited about where this can go. Really excited, and I really hope that many of you join me. And it's going to be great, you know. You get a cup of tea, make a cuppa, get comfy, put the blanket on. Doesn't matter what time of the day you read these. And also, they're not linear, although there's a date to them, and I tell you what the date is and what the time is. It's not linear, because I really do truly believe that we hear the messages that we're meant to hear at the right time for us as an individual, in our journeys. So if someone listens to this one and it's the 15th of January 2028 for instance, there's going to be something in that they need to hear at that particular time for them. So although these are linear, as in I will be doing them every day and I will be putting a date and a time to them, they are literally for any time, for anyone, for anywhere. And what you hear and the things that you take in that resonate with you are what you need at that time. That's simple. That's as simple and easy as I can put it. Right, on that note, I'm going to go, I might just go and try and grab a quick snack, something light before bed. And then I will be back on tomorrow with my my second journal entry, which I'm really excited about doing. And I'm looking forward to connecting with lots of you as the channel grows. So I'm going to bid you good night, because it's now 23 minutes past 9, so I've been gabbling for a little while, and I'm gonna go head off now and grab something to eat. And yeah, so I will speak to you all soon, tomorrow, in fact, that soon. Please, if you want to follow my journey with me, please, or if you're interested in listening to, you know, watching all my other things that all my other videos, all my other content that that I have uploaded already and that I will be uploading in the future, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button, because you know that really helps with the algorithm, and hit the notification bell as well, so you don't miss things. You get a notification when I've popped a new video up, and share it with people that you think might benefit from listening. You know, we're all in this together, aren't we? So let's support each other as well. Okay, good night everybody. I will speak to you all tomorrow. Bye bye for now.